Hi, it is my pleasure to be here today at Virtual Solve Challenge Finals. What an exciting day. This year, Comcast has partnered with Solve to support the anti-racist technology in the US Challenge, and we are thrilled to meet the selected Solver teams today. I am joined now by Omolara Fatiregun, founder of Thrive and brand new anti-racist technology in the US Solver team. Congratulations, Omolara. So we will move into a few questions. We've just heard your incredible pitch. And at Thrive, you enact change by partnering with local governments to break cycles of poverty and end premature death of Black and Brown people. Can you please give us an example of how you've been working with the municipality and how the process has gone thus far?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you so much for having me. So fundamentally, Thrive is about moving money and power to break cycles of poverty. And we believe that we achieved both of those goals when we piloted our model in the health department in the city of Somerville. So when we got to Somerville, they had truly amazing system of care in the health department to serve vulnerable children. They called it a cradle to career network. So that means they contemplated everything that a child needed from infancy all the way through adulthood to be successful. But in speaking with recipients of the health department's program, so that's lower income moms that had young children, we found out that moms needed to identify pathways out of poverty for mom. So whether that was through language classes or continuing education or credentialing of some sort, and that makes sense, right? When we endeavor to improve kids' lives, often the best thing you can do is to improve the livelihoods of their parents, right? Their own households, because kids not in poverty do way better than kids who are living in poverty. So we were able to recommend that the health department redirect spending allocations to pursue two generational strategies. So that means supporting moms and kids at the same time in the same household. And we recommended that they do that by deploying social workers who could help kind of support mom in navigating and identifying different poverty alleviating strategies that were already in the community, like those language classes or entrepreneurship classes or, continuing education. So that's how we recommended that they move money to break cycles of poverty. The way that we moved power was by elevating the voice of Somerville moms, right? So that the government was actually spending money in the way that moms said that they needed it most. So again, moving money and power to break cycles of poverty.
Wow. It's incredible what you're doing. And I'd say, one of the things in your pitch that you spoke about was not just being a software company. And clearly in that example, you outlined that. But I think, once you've determined what the sources of the systemic racism in government budgets, you bring in community members, you bring in leadership, and you look to really co-create solutions with the government officials. So, why do you think that this form of community forward collaboration is so essential in building a successful solution?
Gwyneth, thank you so much for asking me that question. Thrive is about systems change. And as great as our technology or any technology may be, we don't fundamentally believe that the technology alone can solve these deeply entrenched problems like intergenerational cycles of poverty, right? Systems that work actually have checks and balances to make sure that you don't retreat to old or wrong-headed kind of behaviors or decision-making. And we believe that that check and balance is power, right? And empowered populace and empowered and engaged citizenry that determines how the government spends money for its benefit, right? So we have our software and we use our software to produce data on government spending. And then we hand over that data to BIPOC community leadership to work with government officials to facilitate a process where governments are empowered to, be the architects of their social justice plans, racial justice plans in their own communities.
I love that. I mean, I think now more than ever, the collaborative nature of that approach is so important, and ensuring that the community has the opportunity to participate in the solutions that are being built for them. So
Absolutely.
thank you. So, again, super excited about joining the Solve community and you being a part of it. So as you look forward and you're looking to participate in the program, scaling your impact over the next year, what are you looking for in terms of partnerships? How might other Solve members, such as myself and the broader community, be able to help?
Yeah, that's a fabulous question. We are really eager to engage in the whole Solve network because we have a big mission. And our big mission, state and local governments spend $3 trillion every single year. Our goal over the next 10 years is to move $1 billion to break cycles of poverty at the government level. And so we need government participants. And so to the extent that we have, university professors or public policy professionals that are actually working in jurisdictions, to the extent that we have corporate social responsibility teams that are willing to partner with us to really enact a social justice goal that is community created, philanthropy. We would love these stakeholders to partner with us in communities, with the government, with the residents to really break cycles of poverty. So we'd love warm introductions. We'd love to kind of strategize on, different approaches to city government and state government with partners that work already with state and local government, like corporate social responsibility teams and also like philanthropic partners.
That's great to hear. I'm excited for us to be able to continue our conversations. Are there any specific markets or geographies that are kind of bubbling to the top where maybe if a member of the Solve community wanted to dig in sooner than later, they might be able to help forge some of those relationships and partnerships?
Yeah. So, we have 50 states in this nation, and so we are truly a national company. I will say that in terms of specific markets, public education systems are really raising their hands for equity audits, and also kind of big and mid-size mayor and county governments are also hiring what they call chief equity officers to really look at policies and systems at a government level, which speaks directly to Thrive and our value proposition. So school districts, to recap, school districts and also mid-sized and smaller kind of city and county governments, I think would be amazing in terms of partnerships right now for us.
That's great. Thank you so much. And I know our time is coming to an end. It has been such a great pleasure to speak with you today, and excited to have follow-up conversations and to follow your success. At Comcast, we're super thrilled to be part of this challenge and supporting this incredible cohort. We are excited to see where all of these innovators go next, and to support Solve in deepening their commitment to racial equity and supporting innovators of color in the United States. Thank you for being a part of this conversation today, and thank you for your leadership.
Thank you.